expected that when William Ruto went to visit Mathare, Dagoretti and other places today we gather is in Makandara, he would at least have the heart to address the problems that our people faced after the demolitions, particularly along the Nairobi River. And now we have seen in notice, kusema kwamba they are not satisfied with the 30 meters. They want now to go up to 60 meters and therefore occasioning greater harm and pain to the people of this city. And these are fellow Kenyans. They were even promised, I would have expected William Ruto to say, here is the money that we promised to Apatia. In fact, if you remember, it was a point of departure with his deputy, because the deputy could see the blatant abuse of human rights of the citizens of this country. So we are seeing that instead of giving prominence to things, to this challenge, is now offering to get up a machine which can manufacture 1 million chapatis. If I was asked for an opinion, and if you truly believe in the bottom-up thing, first of all, the making of chapati is actually a Kenyan tradition. It should be given to mama mbogas. If you want to feed the children, and this is advice to Governor Sakaja, in Dagoretti, in Mukuru Kwanjenga, wherever, give that contract to mama mbogas. Waambiwe, we would supply every month to this school, to that primary school, to Toy primary school. But you can imagine creating a machine ya kutengeneza chapati. I think it's a big joke. These people have become a real big joke. And we therefore want to tell them we are watching, and of course we'll be going to the ground. I know media have occasionally said, hey, you guys go out there. Haven't you seen that Ruto's tour of the city comprises more policemen with batons beating people, right, than the citizens themselves? So you cannot force yourself on the Kenyan people. Kenyans have decided Ruto must go. Ruto must go, wherever he goes. And we know they even pay, not all of you, the regular media, but musionyeshe hiyo. Kwa mfano jana, these retirees, I'm told, had a procession to their property. But people misdirected the media to utawala. Today, they are getting it as it should be. God bless you. Kama kuna maswali ama somebody wants to add, Mheshimiwa Mawathe.
Asanteni sana. Mimi nitazungumzia, kabla sizungumzie hili jambo la ubomoaji, nitazungumzia hilo jambo la retirees. Tafadhali, hata kama una roho, hawa wazee wako na miaka 78, 80, 91, wewe unachangia kwa kumdhulumu huyu mzee, hiyo landi yake iibiwe, wewe siku moja utaretire. Usisahau hao wenyewe walishindwa kuwalipa hawa wazee, ndipo ikabidi wapatie hayo mashamba 23 ambao wameuza 10, lakini moja na grabiwa hapa. Tafadhali shamba irudishwe kwa wazee, na hiyo railway pia warudishiwe. Hicho ni kiwanja chao. Asanteni. Tazama nyinyi wazee, na hakikisha kama umepata na shamba zenyu.
Thank you.
Ile nyingine, ili jambo la ubomoaji nataka kuanzisha upya. Riparian ilikuwa ni kwa kisheria ni mita 15 kushoto, mita 15 kulia, ama kutoka kwa mto. Lakini sasa unataka kuongeza uende ukabomoe mita ingine 15 pande hii, mita ingine 15 pande hii, iwe mita 30 kila upande. Ni sheria gani ambayo mnatunga? Mna publish vitu kwa magazeti sababu printing press, government printing press ni yenu. Haiwezekani. Kule kwa ground mtakutana na wananchi. Kule kwa sisi hatutakubali mje mbomolee watu wetu hapa Nairobi. Hapa Nairobi hatubomolewi. Wewe tafadhali, kama una mambo yako kubomolea watu, nenda kabomolee kwingineko. Hapa Nairobi River hatutakubali. Na wananchi wale wako pale wameishi pale miaka zaidi ya 37, 42 hapo wanapoishi. Juzi mkaomolea mkawaambia mkawaida kwamba mtawapatia pesa za kwenda kuishi mahali pengine, mkawadanganya. Tafadhali ili jambo tuliangalie kimakini, because wananchi hawako tayari kutoka. Mtakuja mtatupata pale kwenye ground. Sisi hatuwafichi na sisi hatuwaogopi. Round hii hata kubali mtabomolee watu wetu. Hiyo wizi ya mashamba imezidi sana. Tamaa ya mashamba. Kwani ni mashamba ngapi unataka? Ni mashamba ngapi mnataka? Hao wananchi wa Mukuru kwa Njenga, Mukuru kwa Ruben, Kware, hiyo line yote. Kibra. Huko kote mtaka kubomolea. Kwa nini? Ati 15 meters zinatosha kufanya riparian na kupanda miti. Kwa area yangu mimi Embakasi South imepandwa vizuri na wale machief na wale ma ACC wako kule. Kwa hivyo wacheni kuja kuingilia kudhulumu wananchi tafadhali. That is totally unnecessary.
Thank you.
Kuna mala pengine pa kupanda miti au mataka. Asante.
I just want to say that the journeys made by the president in Nairobi is a preparation of young Kenyans to accept a new finance bill, which is being prepared. And I want to urge Kenyans, and especially the young ones, and every caring Kenyan, that we need to look at it carefully. It is not very different from the one which has been rejected before, and the Kenyans should be alert. That's why the president is trying to popularize his ideas in Nairobi. And finally, you have seen the tours are mad with chaos, robberies, and the people who are paid to come into these rallies eventually end up looting people. I think the main thing is to provide security for innocent Kenyans whose cars are being broken into and they are getting robbed. And even unfortunately, somebody died in this. The president has need to apologize for it and compensate that particular family.
Thank you.
Well, maybe two other points. You have noticed that the Haiti mission is now become a matter for Kenyan taxpayers. Who in the first place allowed them to go to Haiti? I was in Kajiado yesterday, and the body of our first fallen police officer will be arriving, probably has arrived, and will be buried somewhere in Kajiado on Wednesday. This is a big shame. Hebu angalieni, badala ya kulia that the American administration has withdrawn USAID, in order to now cover that gap, our advice would have been very simple. That you withdraw our Haiti children, withdraw them. If you are now asking Kenyans to pay some 4.5 billion, I've seen that in the media. We use that to even now make sure the medicines for HIV patients, right, and other diseases that have been covered or catered for by the USAID program, at least use that money to make these medicines transportable to every Kenyan, because a lot of them are already missing their doses. You are killing your people, and the money that's supposed to help them unalipa kwa Haiti na kwingineko. Similarly, because RSF here came and formed a parallel government, the government of Sudan has now banned importation of Kenyan tea. If you are familiar with Khartoum, utajua kwamba wanapenda sana kahawa majani ya Kenya. They actually take it black tea with a lot of sugar. Kwa kila mahali. Now we cannot even export our tea to Sudan because of carelessness of this regime. Mambo yote yanawakera sana wa Kenya. So even you members of the media, you have that obligation to let our people know. And I thank you. I really thank you. Because this is a struggle for all of us to get our country back. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. Now.